Constant in the darkness, worse than I. If you want me, I'll be in the bar. On the back, the blue TV's light. I can never Canada, oh Canada. With your face sketched out twice. Oh, you remember it's so good, so sweet. Oh, I think a case of you. Still be on my feet, still be on my I live in a box of days. I'm frightened of the devil. I'm on the door. I remember that time you said, Father's touching. So I'm joining that time. So sweet, I think a case of you. Still love you, still be on my I never want she had come by your shit life. She knew your girls and your deeds and she said, go do it, stay with it if you can, but be prepared to bleed. Lord, what you are is my blood, so good, good, so sweet. Oh, I drink a case of you. Still like beyond your feet, still beyond.
All right, good evening, everybody. This is High Priestess Jamila. I wanted to come and talk about some really important changes that I'm going to be making. Um, I feel like I am being worked like a runaway slave. I've been feeling like a runaway slave for the past 5 or 6 years. And being totally blindsided by a lot of the crazy shit that was being brought to YouTube without my consent, without a care in the world. People are just so unempathetic. People on here are opportunists. People on here can be really, really hurtful. And I don't need things from people. I don't. If a person is just going to go to the end of the world and claim that they did nothing wrong, you cannot force a narcissist to do anything that they don't want to do. And I don't. But I think that the extra 40 minutes or the extra hour or the extra 2 hours that it takes to respond is going to be a part of my work day. It is because, just a second, I've been bombarded with people and their problems. People just throw their issues and problems at me for some reason. They just throw all their crap off on me. And, even though other people can be doing things, it's my fault. Um, people being extremely un just unyielding and being okay with it. And so I have got to get myself together because I would love to take a vacation this spring. I feel that they have purposely tried to make my experience on YouTube harder. And I must have been crazy trying to turn their flying monkey around. I must have been crazy trying to do that. Maybe it's because I think I'm Wonder Woman. And not even Wonder Woman could fix that man. And I don't care who you are. It's a lie. You're lying because I am one of the most easiest going people. And I don't need any of these people for validation. I don't. I don't, it just, I don't need my mother for validation. I don't need my father for validation. Excuse me. That's not the way that I work. And the unfair judgment is just within itself very exhausting. It's extremely exhausting, and I only have enough energy in the day to do my readings and to come on here and do live readings. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. And there's so many distractions, like obvious blatant distractions, and it's really unfair. But I know where those distractions come from. And it sucks that my voice is not being heard in this situation, that certain people want, because I'm going to be honest with you. I, the way, because guys, I am not like, no. Um, the way people think that they can just come and trash you over and over again, being very unyielding, not understanding, hey, it's time for you to just apologize and show some respect. I can't force nobody to show me respect. I can't force a person to show themselves respect. And talking until my lips are purple is not going to do the trick. It's not. And it doesn't matter how many times you talk about it over and over again. People are just going to do what they want to do. And I am not represented by anybody on here, especially a man. A man does not determine my value. There are some people that feel that way. But you know what? They need to keep it to them and their man and quit bringing Jamila's name into it, period. And this has been consistently happening. I am concerned about the long-term effects of all of this. And then also, I am ready to get spoiled and pampered. I actually do not stand for being mistreated or being treated like a dog. No, I am not used to being treated that way. It is very, very taxing on the spirit to have this diabolical person consistently treat me as if I am not a human being. And that's okay for some people because there are people on here that don't like me. There are a lot of people on here that don't like me. They don't. And I'm okay with that. I have no issue with folks not liking me. I am not the type of person to kiss nobody's butt. I didn't come here to be a part of a YouTube community. I didn't come here to do that. I came here to advertise my business. That's why I'm here. At the end of the day, that's why I'm still here. And, people just can't seem to respect that. People are very, very, very disrespectful on here. And it's wrong as hell. But what I wanted to say about this is that, like, you know, literally let a person be happy. If I am happy and content, don't start messing with me. Why do I have to pretend to be unhappy in social media for these people not to mess with me? I am being spiritually attacked. I am being verbally attacked. And the reason why I go on the verbal attack is because of the spiritual attacks, which make no sense because somebody told a great lie that was believable. It's very irresponsible. It is very irresponsible for grown people to behave this way. And I honestly, when people are, first of all, I believe that when people go out of their way to show anger towards you, sometimes people are just like projecting their own stuff. I'm going to project all of my anger off on you. And we know that narcissistic people do that. I don't want to start, I can imagine that once I get away from all of this stress, I'm probably going to age in reverse about 10 years because it's a totally, a discombobulated amount of bull crap that is on YouTube. It really is. And, people know that social media can absolutely affect you. Social media can affect your mental, physical, and spiritual health. It can. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I should have been over here finishing the new moon readings, and I am going to finish those. Um, but there's so many people in the underbelly that are somehow accessing my personal astral space, and I am going to figure it out. And instead of throwing this energy back and forth, I really do hope that spirit forces these people to look at themselves. That is the main thing that I am focused on, is look at yourself. Look at what you have done, because literally I never started no beef with nobody on here. They started it with me. And it's been a constant back and forth of insecure and unstable people stalking and harassing me. I am just one person, but I have about 30 children on YouTube, about 30. And I don't like that. I am guys, you know what? And I want y'all to feel me on this. It is okay for you to say sometimes, look, I am a selfish person. That's okay for, in that case, it's okay to go ahead and be selfish in that case, because you have to take care of yourself. I have been put through. Okay, give me a second. Disgusting. Disgusting. I have been put through hell, and I'm the only witch on here that has literally been put through hell. Literally, I'm the only witch on here. Maybe because I got a lot of gifts that run very deep. I'm not sure, but I would like to start enjoying my life. I don't care that, I don't want to hear for the next year, 2021, or even for another day that somebody doesn't want me. I don't want to hear that over and over again. I can tell that there are certain people that are now using this dude against me, which is disgusting. I think he's absolutely disgusting for doing that. He can be forgiven, but he thinks that I don't know what he's doing. He thinks that I haven't seen this before, especially dealing with the people that he so called is dealing with. I would like to start living my life and enjoying my life. That's what, and getting as much R&R as possible. I deserve to get massages. I deserve to get my feet done. I deserve to be pampered at this point. I have worked my ass off the past 30 something years, 40, over 20 something years. I have worked my ass off, and I'll be damned if somebody is going to make me work harder. That is what these people have done. I have had to work harder. I remember years ago having to go live for hours, hours of the day, an hour, even if it's 20 minutes. It was, and this is one of the reasons why I don't deal with my mother. I don't deal with none of them nasty, disgusting people. I don't deal with none of them because none of them give a damn about me, and that's not my problem. It is not my problem. And so, unfortunately, these people came to YouTube because they have no respect. That's why they will call me during a live because they have no respect. That is not my fault, and it is not my problem that these people can't show respect. But what I will tell you is that I'm not going to have another year of this. I'm not going to have another week of this. I'm not going to have another 3 days of this. I'm not going to have it. This is unacceptable. And all they've done, instead of being responsible adults, I've cursed all of these people. Obviously, they're angry about the curses. And I real well, my candle's done going, so we got to give it another moon cycle. But they always start up something else, and then they start up something else, and then that goes away, and then they start up something else, and then that goes away, and then they start up something else, and then it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And it is because the reason why it can be taxing on me is because I am already doing a full time job. For God's sake, I deserve to get a break. I have been dealing with constant whining and crying in the form of disrespect, in the form of complete and utter disrespect. These people do not have enough sense. And you know what? They need to change the rules on YouTube. They need to change the rules on YouTube. It's sad, but it's the truth. So I'm not gonna keep going back and forth like this. Like I'm just so disappointed in certain people that obviously do not have a life. You don't have a life. And they're trying to pretend that they're hiding some big secret. No, you just don't have a life, just like you didn't have a life 5 years ago. I have a life. You know what my life is? My life is enjoying life. I like to enjoy life. I don't like to struggle. I don't like to argue. And if you are anybody that is bringing struggle into my life, I am cursing you. And I don't care if you don't like it. What do these people expect for me to do? Be nice to them? That is totally delusional. If somebody is disrespectful to you, you're not going to say, oh, love and light. That no, that's not no. So here's the way that I see it. If I'm not going to be compensated for that situation over there with that black sector, I don't want to say nothing else about it. Not anything. If I'm not being compensated, if you want me to mention your name on YouTube, don't light no candles. Send me some money. Otherwise, I will never mention your name again on YouTube. You are not worth it. You are not worthy of my attention or my time. So instead of me being able to come on here to do my readings, you had a very irresponsible 44-year-old man that has no respect for himself or anyone else. And it's always aimed and targeted towards Jamila because it's for someone else's entertainment. It's disgusting. Instead of doing that earlier, everybody would have been relaxed and chill. No, instead, this man consistently wants to bring hell to YouTube and to people on here. And he's not even a real YouTuber. He started his channel so that he could just tell lies on people. And well, I don't need for them to support me. What I need for them is to not only are they not supporting me, but they keep getting this flying monkey to attack me. And I'm gonna tell you something. Once I don't care about you no more, once I have no more feelings for you anymore, I will throw a Bible curse at your ass. So I don't want to keep dealing with this negativity. It's so stupid. And I'm tired. I've gotten to the point where I am tired. I am ready to regenerate myself. I am so sickened by how sick people can be and the type of people that they deal with. And it just, I will not deal with this anymore. None of these people have had every freaking body against you, everybody. And for a 44-year-old man to put that kind of pressure on a woman a year younger than him, he would abuse a child. Most definitely. He would send his daughter through hell. I believe you would. I believe you absolutely and utterly would abuse your own child. I don't care what nobody says. Regardless to if me and my mother are getting along or not, it is in very poor taste for these people to continue with this. And I'm tired. So guys, I need to get rest in between my readings. I have been stretched to the max and my spirits are tired of it. And you know what? I don't care about anybody else anymore. I don't care. I'm throwing daggers at all of these people. I want them to leave me alone on a daily basis. It's every single day. These people are whining and crying because they don't have a mother. That's their problem. If you had a mother, you would not have been ever on here. All of these people, with the exception of my mother, do not have a mother. My mother had a mother. She had a damn good mother. And just like she took her own daughter for granted, she took her mother for granted too. I know I was there. You don't know nothing about my family. You got people on here trying to speak on my family. No, you never had enough power to run me off. No, you never had enough power to destroy my business. No, you never. Really, what you've had the power to do is just to piss me off. And see, I'm not that type of woman that's going to go and do something disgusting to get back at a man. I'd rather walk away from you completely. And literally, if you're not man enough to change your evil, wicked ways at the age of 44 years old, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. That's too old for somebody to be doing stuff like that. You too old. We all grown. So, guys, I am going to start paying more attention to my health. I have the right to feed my children the best food. I have the right. And see, this is one of the things that I am going to tell you. I do not agree with a lot of the African American community on YouTube. I think that that community has done a lot of damage to other Black vloggers, especially me, and they know it. If you are a Black person that wants to come out of that struggle, you can come on over here. If you're a Black person that wants to move forward and live your life and not live it like you're a slave, then come on with it. If you're a Black person that cares about your health, your wealth, and rising above your situation, then I'm good with you. If you're one of them ignorant ones that it's like a backwards Bible story on the most hellish day in the world, it's so despicable. It's almost like they're trying to tell me that I don't have the right to live or the right to exist. And I'll show you who got the right to live or exist. I will show you. Trust me. I've already shown you. I am tired of being stereotyped. I am tired of being harassed, and I am tired of being talked to crazy. I swear to God, the next time my ex goes live and says anything negative about me, I don't care what I say about you. I'm gonna throw him in. I'm gonna throw him in my fireplace. Is what I'm gonna do. So y'all better warn him to don't push it, to stop pushing me, because at the end of the day, I am a witch, and just because I am a sweet person does not mean that you're going to take my kindness for weakness. Another thing, submissive women are not weak. It depends on who they are submitting to. And submissive is not submissive at all. Submissive is wanting to get along with a person, doing what it takes to get along with them. There's nothing wrong with that. If you have a normal thinking man that doesn't stalk you with very aggressive lesbian women, then you may have a different experience altogether. So the experience that I just recently had, excuse me, are people judging me because of it? Because this idiot doesn't know how to conduct himself as a man? I don't even want to hear it anymore. At this point, what my concern is nourishing myself, building my body, getting my body in shape instead of sitting there getting fat and sloppy, because I have lost weight. I care about my health. I care about my general well-being. I have been concerned about eating more organic fruits and vegetables. I want to eat meat that is not purchased out of the grocery store. And we are going to be ordering some stuff from one of the farms here. Yes, because and I don't care about what anybody else is doing. That's your business. The only thing that I am concerned about on here is doing my readings and coming on here and discussing spiritual stuff. I have the right to talk about love. I have the right to talk about sex. I have the right to talk about whatever I want. And I'm tired of people on here trying to violate my civil rights. I couldn't believe that I was being threatened earlier because of racism. So, because someone else is a racist, they're going to beat up on women, and nobody says anything to these people. Nobody. You know why nobody cares and nobody says anything? Because nobody probably cares. Who cares? Why would anybody even waste their time and their breath on you? For you to be that ignorant to where you're going to threaten to kill or beat up a black woman because of a word, and then you'll say, "Oh, I'm fighting racism." What a way to fight racism. The black community, there's a sector of the black community that's fighting racism by attacking black people. Right, right. There's been no change, there's been no growth. In fact, many of them have just degenerated. In the meantime, between time, as you guys can see with the recent photos, my body is healing and rejuvenating itself and is ready for another child and a relationship with somebody that is not like, are you serious right now? So I don't want to hear it anymore. Like, I'm going to try to take a few days off unless spirit leads me to talk about something. Then I will talk about it. I am never going to stop talking about narcissism. I am never going to stop talking about what the things that my mother did. I am never going to start calling them out for the things that they did. So they might as well just stop watching me. I'm talking about those people. I'm never going to stop. You've never apologized. You've never given me or my family any kind of compensation for what you did, even though you sent me and my children through what I would consider a Holocaust. I know it for a fact because even back at my old house, I was always upstairs in my room like Anne Frank. I'm not going to sit around and use my magic to try to change people that have no sense of change. I'm not going to sit up here and try to prove that I can do a powerful love spell on somebody. I'm not going to do that. My skills have already been proven. I can't make these people show each other respect. I can't make Mike Mills be a respectful man. I can't force him to do that. If the spiral galaxy couldn't do that for him, ain't nothing gonna do that for him. People have to be able to take account of their own behavior and change themselves. It's not any adult's responsibility to change a grown man. Okay. Well, here's the thing though, Chanel. That's a channel 172. That's interesting that you would ask me, when in the hell has my family actually supported me? They've never supported me. Everything that I've done without their support. It's typically not that difficult unless you have somebody following you around, harassing you. That makes the difference. Today, I got a lot of phone calls done. I got to get up in the morning and make phone calls. I've got some things to do. I've got to do my end of the year report. I have to do my profit and loss statements for my taxes. I have a lot to do. I can't be focused on this scattered, chaotic, crazy crap that has nothing to do with my life, nothing to do with even their lives. It's just, hi, I'm here to harass you on your job. The difference is that this is not where you work. I work here. You people have been screwing around on here. You don't have jobs on here. You don't advertise your business. And they did the smear campaign, right? Because I think, like I said, I think that for me, I'm not gonna say anything else, but I swear to God, is if that man that should be showing me respect disrespects me one more time, I'm calling everybody's job. I'm calling everybody's job. Every time I get disrespected by somebody that should be bowing down and showing me respect and begging on his knees, I will be contacting the companies that I know that you work for every single time. And if you are a YouTuber on here, I'll just do something else to you. I am not nobody's slave or dog or kick around. I ain't never been nobody's kick around. And they try to describe me as that. I'm like, are you kidding me? People treated me like gold. There was never any reason for me to fight anybody in my family or in my hometown, except I did have a fight with my ex, of course, and I had a fight with my Aunt Regina. years ago when I was like 16 years old. Otherwise, I got treated with respect. I got treated with kindness. This whole thing where this whole isolation is ridiculous. I can't bring people on my platform without them acting a fool, some way or the other, one way or the other. If they see me with somebody, they're attacking because they want to isolate me, which is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I saw a 44-year-old man literally trying to turn one of my only friends against me. What kind of monster are you? And we know that you don't have any happiness in your life. I have tried to reach out to this person and say, hey, listen, I will try to make it better. I will help you because obviously that person needs help. For you to bite the hand that fed you and for you to treat people that way, and then for you to come back and regard them the way that you have and to just disrespect them, it would have been the most precious miracle in the world for this person to make a better choice in how they treated people. And then to have absolutely no understanding of why I went off on you for years. Why'd you say that to me? Because you said this to me. It literally is a mental illness when it comes to narcs. They cannot see what they're doing unless they are trying to manipulate you. Then they'll all of a sudden they know how to say I'm sorry. They know how to say I love you. And it's totally disgusting. So I've got to get rest, guys. I have to get rest. I have to get some peace. They have been going on and on and on for days and days and days and days and weeks and months and years. I'm not going to be a part of that unless I'm being paid for it. If I'm not being paid for it, I'm not going to mention your name. Right now, I feel like when I come and I transmute his negative energy, I'll get paid. I got an order since I've been sitting here. So, at the end of the day, y'all let me know when he's ready to be mature about the situation. Otherwise, I'm over here resting and relaxing and recuperating, doing meditations for my clients. I wouldn't be able to have a husband behaving that way. When you're a high priestess, I do, however, have an opening for an assistant position. And no, I'm joking, guys. But if you are a husband to a spiritualist, to a high priestess, to somebody like me, you gotta help me in the tub sometimes. You gotta like clean up sometimes. You can't be pulling and taking. And to know that somebody like a whole family of people, which is my family, pulling on me. And then not only my family, but then other people's family. Can you imagine somebody? Because they say God don't put more on you than what you can take. But you know what? I cannot take that. I cannot take this man being disrespectful to me. I will not participate. I will not. It's not even real. It's unbelievably unreal how disgusting this person was because it's all cap and extra. And I'm going to come online and I'm going to embarrass myself while trying to embarrass you. So this is consistently what I've been dealing with. No matter what I say, that all of a sudden this person is completely blocked themselves off, has no feelings. And you know what? But at some point, this energy is going to have to pierce his heart. Period. Period. Because I didn't deserve it. None of it. So I've got to take some time out for myself. I am not going to be on here responding. Please do not be waiting for a response from me whenever those people do or say anything, because that is not how I make my money. I don't even make my money with donations. You know how I make my money? I make my money when people come and buy my spells and rituals and readings. That is the only way I make my money. That's it. I don't ask for donations. I haven't asked for donations since last year, since 2019. But yeah, if you're watching this channel and you're listening to my readings and they're even downloading my videos, they are definitely doing scams with my videos, because they've already shown that they were downloading my videos. It's the most disgusting thing ever. I'm just going to literally watermark all of my videos, is what and I think that every video on YouTube is watermarked anyway. I have been utilizing other platforms, but YouTube is the best one. Whenever I do any of my advertising with Fiverr, youtube.com is usually the first that gets hit. That's how I find my clients. That's how my clients find me. And I think it's disgusting. And I think that spirit is telling me right now at this point is to lay down and be still and rest. And we'll take care of the rest of it. Because they cannot ever interfere with y'all's spiritual work. Not ever. They can't do that. That's against the rules. So if they do something that causes something to happen, which thank God that it hasn't, if they do something that prevents a client from getting my help and something happens to that person, which this has happened before, they're the ones that's going to have to deal with that negative karma. My family, anybody that's trying to interfere or hate, haters are in danger. You think you just a hater? They call themselves professional haters. Haters are in danger. You don't hate on a spiritual business. You have lost your ever loving mind, because I am speaking it into existence. Every time you try to hate on me, oh, you going to get that demon. You're going to get that demon and you're going to get it good, because you can't handle it the way that I can. Because they will try to steal your following and they will try to steal your clients. They'll try to steal them, in which I don't understand it. Like, it's like they don't comprehend. They don't comprehend. They want to make things harder for me while trying to make things easier for themselves. Well, you know what? You're a fraud. You're a complete and utter fraud, because I've been through the hard. I've had spirits jump out. I felt the spirit almost try to kill me once. It felt like it was about to kill me. So I have been through hell and back with my spirit, with everything. So I've been through just about everything when it comes to clients, and when it comes to, feeling because I'm an empath. So if you guys have a headache, I'm gonna get a headache. If you guys, and it's not going to actually be a headache. It's just the way my spiritual gifts work. So I'm very good at empathism. Empathism is something that's very deep and mysterious. A lot of empaths do get sick and they die. And the reason why is because they don't understand that those symptoms that you're feeling are not real. You're just feeling the symptoms because that's how your spiritual gifts work. And a lot of those symptoms are just symptoms of ascension anyway. Okay, so I have a lot of knowledge that people would like to hear. I am tired of them trying to knock things off balance. Literally, I can't think of anything or any reason for those people to do that, except for people that donate their money for that. And I'm going to tell you, I want my spirits to attack anybody donating people to attack people. I'm sorry. Especially me and my sister. I have a life purpose that I am very serious about. If you don't believe in my vision, if you don't believe in what I do, fine. Okay? I can't force it down nobody's throat, can I? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, okay? So even though a lot of those people have a spiritual path with me, that's why you're here. You can't get mad. I never forget. I was on Messenger with my ex, and he said, "Oh, I could see a spirit above you. Oh, you're just haunted. You're just." I'm like, you saw the spirit. You probably sent the spirit. The spirit may have came from you. So we both haunted. But this person tried to make it seem like, oh, your spirit. See, that's a mental illness. And you know what my spiritual gifts represent in the tarot? The Ten of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Fate card, the Tower. That's what your spiritual gifts represent. People like that turn into the Ten of Swords because they always think negative about everything. I can't deal with that. I can't. I cannot do that. I can't do it. And then also, there's a lot of projects and stuff that I want to create. And getting the focus, because once they've thrown off your focus, it feels like you are a million miles away from where you should be. And it sucks. And you should know that we are also sensitives, and so are they. They're sensitive people too, but they hide it. So I am very healthy. I'm a healthy woman. I don't have poor health, and I intend to keep it that way. So I will no longer be participating in that. If somebody shoots me a couple of dollars to go and shout out their name, I will. Otherwise, I am not going to focus on that anymore. There is nothing else to say about that. Going online every single day, literally every day, or either every other day, or just whenever somebody accuses you of the obvious truth, you have to go publicly and do that. And that's not what a normal ex would do. This is somebody that needs to be checked. And I'm telling you, a man that is behaving that way needs to be told about himself. He should not have people enabling him. So I don't have to see it, out of sight, out of mind. This person obviously has a mental illness that drives them to continuously do the same thing over and over and over again. I can't do it anymore. So, guys, I'm going to really be taking a break from all of this. Seriously, I'm going to be taking a break. You would have thought that in the year 2021, you would have thought in the year 2021 that they would make a change, but these people are very narcissistic and they do need their supply. So what good does it do? Like, first of all, I don't want to talk about this guy ever again. Ever again. Because it ain't doing nothing but giving him and those weird people narcissistic supply, which is it's totally astonishing. I don't see how somebody's brain wave can function that way, but some of them do. So with that said, guys, I'm done with it. I've said what I've had to say, going back and forth, trying to connect something else to it, trying to connect the dots. I don't want to connect the dots anymore. I'm about to watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Y'all remember that movie, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, back from I think it was from the 90s. I'm about to sit here and watch that movie. You know what I do when these people get to attacking, or when they're doing their spiritual attacks? I go and I watch a movie that I really enjoy that is nostalgic. And Pee-wee's Big Adventures is one of my favorite. You know, the one when his bike got stolen and he went and he had to go find it. So yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. So I'm about to actually go and watch that movie and get some R&R. And literally, aside from the spiritual attacks, which is the constant thought process, the constant obsessive thoughts. And then I wouldn't even be dealing with this one chick's obsessive thoughts if my ex would stop talking to her. She's talking to him because she's obsessed with me. I don't understand why this man does this. He's running a literal insane asylum on his channel. It is what it is. That has nothing to do with me. He's a doctor running an insane asylum on YouTube. Please separate me from all of that from here on out. Please separate my personal life. In reality, he doesn't know what I'm doing, and neither does any of those people. And I don't discuss my personal life on YouTube. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to come here like old girl and say, "Oh, I just had sex last night." I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. In fact, I would like to really enjoy my privacy. So I won't be divulging any of my personal information on here ever again. That's one of my biggest regrets in life to this day, because I was stalked, I was harassed. I was actually talking about this tattoo that I got in 2019. I got so sick. Like the tattoo didn't make me sick, but when you get a tattoo, it does tend to tweak your immune system. It does. And so these people were stalking, threatening, harassing. I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to do all this because you got a tattoo. It's way too much. It's way too much. It is. It's way too much. And then also this guy that keeps calling my phone. I really do. I really cannot wait until the spirits do something with this person. It is sick. This man has literally called me twice since I've been live. You know that you have an emotional and a mental problem when you cannot handle a simple conversation to the point where you're calling people. This is a business line. Why do you continue to call my business line? Because you're mentally ill. You're spiritually ill. I'm never going to change my content. I'm not going to relent. I am never going to give in to anybody. So you're just wasting your time. And there it is. I got to go. I do have friends and a life. Just to let y'all know, I have friends and a life outside of Mike Mills. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that I have people that I know over in Georgia that I kick it with all the time? I have a life outside of that man. Please understand that. And that's all that I have to say. We're all grown. Nobody has to come on here and put their business out on Front Street to prove nothing to nobody. I am satisfied and I am safe in life. Okay. So we got to get back to that because they always sneak in there. They always do. It is just it makes you feel it does kind of make you feel uncomfortable. But I think that once there's some time and distance in between watching them listen to the same thing over and over and over and over again, they just repeat the same script over and over and over again. It's like a bad rerun. I don't want no parts of it. So I will see y'all later. I'm gonna be getting R&R. I'm not gonna be on here as much. If you guys need to reach me for readings, I will put up a link in the community tab. I'm gonna be communicating mainly through the community tab. I've got to give my voice a rest. What they do is they make you talk for hours and hours, and they say, "Oh, you sound like you. Oh, you're hoarse. Oh, I don't like your voice." Well, you know what? I actually have a really nice voice. If I wasn't yelling at you, if you weren't constantly messing with people's throat chakra, and y'all have no idea to have all of these disgusting, diabolical people chasing one person every single day. They are spiritually attacking me. Trust me. I don't feel it, but I see it. And seeing it is absolutely disturbing to see how disgusting they are and how depraved they are. I asked my ex, I said, "Are you really that crazy? Are you going to kill me? How can somebody be that weak minded?" He has to explain that. I'm sorry, I'm not going to change. You have got to grow up and be a man and be a human being. I'm sorry. And I'm going to keep saying it. I don't care if it hurts his feelings. He needs his feelings to be hurt. He needs to cry. He needs to sit there and cry and feel all of the pain and the sorrow that he has caused to me the past 6 years. I wish that on him every single day, for him to feel the pain that he inflicted on others. I am totally justified with that. That's called a curse. He needs to feel that pain every single day. And I'm not going to do anything to save him from it. And it's nothing that they can do to stop it because it's called God. So it is what it is. I haven't seen anything so disgusting since high school. And regardless, guys, sometimes I will come on here and I will cuss and scream at them. But regardless, I am a mature adult that would prefer to handle it in a mature adult way instead of troll accounts of family members, weird people behind troll accounts. They're weird. I'm sorry. Very weird people. And I don't know if, like, some of these people seem to be dead and cloned. I have no idea. They're so weird. And I feel that they're just demonic. And that it just, it's not even demonic. It's demonic possession, but on a very, very, very scumbaggish level is where they're at. Okay. And I just can't deal with it anymore. So I'm going to be on here very sparsely, very sparse that I will be on here. I actually, you know why I come on here and I talk? Because I can sense other people's pain. They need reassurance that I love them or that I'm thinking about them. That's what's happening. People trying to use social media as a medium, as a means to get messages from spirit, from you, a person that they can pick up the phone and damn call. This is all about business in 2021, period. I don't care about nobody being roasted. I don't care about their gossip. All of their gossip is made up. All of it is a lie. All of it is made up, except for some of it. Some of it was the truth about other people. But everything that they made up about me was a complete and total lie. And whoever is still lying on me or are lying about how you feel about me, you're on notice. That's the end of it. The YouTube is, it should be a professional platform. I don't necessarily have to be necessarily professional or proper on here. I just don't do things like that. I have to speak in my real self. Unfortunately, I got my ghetto girl side that comes out when it is triggered with these types of people. They will trigger your ghetto girl side. And I don't like that side of me to be triggered. I don't like that because it just doesn't feel good. It feels like lack. It feels like insecurity. It feels like fucking struggle. I don't like struggle, and no longer will I deal with it. If you're a struggling man and you struggle from day to day, you can't accept yourself. I'm sorry. I just can't deal with you, especially when you are not even trying to work with me to find yourself. Because I'm very, very good at unblocking people's chakras. I am very, very good at healing people. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let somebody that is beneath me, that does not know half of the knowledge that I know, that don't know shit, try to tell me anything or try to ruin my potential. Never will I do it, because all of those people need my help. It ain't about sex. None of those people need to be had sex with. They just need my help, okay? I said none of those people need to be had sex with, but that's the truth. It's not necessarily about sex. It's about more of a spiritual help that they really, really do need. And I'm not going to let you mess up my potential. I'm not going to let you continue to mess up my energy or distract me anymore. You have nothing but a platform that you should have destroyed a long time ago that you did destroy and you need to destroy again, Mr. Man. And he knows who I'm talking to. You need to destroy that platform again because that platform ain't nothing but a big ball of evil. And it ain't doing nothing but hurting nobody but you. That's why I have no more emotion for it or anything. But I have a lot of emotion. I have a lot of love inside of me. I can sit here and watch a movie, and if the movie gets to a touching sad part, I'm going to cry. I will never let go of my ability to feel. I love to be able to feel. I don't care how bad you try to make me feel, I'm still going to feel. And that's the one thing that you guys have to be careful when you're an empath and you're dealing with narcissists is that they will try to take you to a numb place to where you don't feel anything for yourself. You don't feel anything for other people. No, you let them narcs know, honey, I still love just as much as I loved when you started attacking me. Thank you very much. And I know who I am. Okay. And the depression and the anxiety that they feel, I have the potion, I have the healing, I have the cure for that. And if you are not somebody that is interested in that, then move out of the way so somebody else can come in and get their blessings the way that they want. Because a lot of people have been to doctors, they have been on medications, and those doctors and medications was not able to do what I was able to do for those people. And I know my power. So I'm not going to ever let nobody and know my power is not trying to make a grown man do the right thing. That shouldn't even be anything that I should have to do and nobody should even be expecting me to do that. First of all, if I'm not living with a man or feeding him and rubbing his head every day, I don't have no control over you anyway if that's not the case. So literally a booty call got turned into a full-fledged attack that made no sense. Booty calls are supposed to be relaxing, not stressful. Okay. But we all know that it was more than a booty call. So, and people have negative emotions because you're listening to liars. I don't have to sit up here and stop my life because you don't know how to decipher a lie. I can't do it. I swear to God, they kept doing this to me years ago. This person would tell a lie on me, and then it'd be like everybody had to wait until this person told the truth. That's not the case with me. I'll do a reversal. I will do magic and pull my stuff in. There's no reversal needed in this case. The whole point is to not be distracted. And it's definitely difficult when disgusting people are trying to use each other to get your attention and to do harm to you. It's disgusting. Okay, so I will see y'all later. I gotta go. I'm gonna get some rest. That's what I've been doing. I've been sleeping a lot because I need rest. And I don't deal with people don't treat me right. Everybody that's around me is very nice to me. Everybody that I get down with in Georgia, very nice, very respectful, have no issue with me. Okay. So I'm sick and tired of people trying to stand in judgment of me because of this person. He does not have the authority to judge me. In fact, he was the one that was being judged. His heart was the one that was being weighed, not mine. God already knows my heart. Okay. So I will see y'all later. Don't y'all ever be afraid to speak y'all truth ever. Because the moment those people make you stop speaking your truth, then you are no longer a person. You are no longer a human being. Always stand up and be strong and determined to speak your truth and not let nobody else tell you to shut up or tell you, oh, you can't talk about that. Oh, well, then stop watching. Those people know how to stop watching. Okay. So I will see y'all later. Peace and love and light to you.